guys. Happy Wednesday. You've made it halfway through the week. Way to go. I hope everything's going really well. You guys have done a good job emailing me anytime you need help. So just keep doing that. I'm always happy to answer those emails because I miss you and I want to be there for you as much as I can be. Okay, so let's get into what we're doing today. If we go to our Schoology, we'll see the folder for March 25th. We can check out our checklist. Okay, so today, number one, watch daily video. If you're watching this, check. Next, we are to read for 10 minutes and then fill out the what you're reading form. Let me go ahead and walk you through the what you're reading form. This is obviously on Schoology. You fill out your name, your reading class block. Please get that right. If you are watching this, that means you're a Silver Day class. If you have me in the morning, you're block 4. If you have me in the afternoon, you're block 5. Okay, so please get that right. It is super helpful to me if you do. You're going to fill out your title of the book that you're reading, the author, the type of book, and then I got a little bonus question there for you at the end. So fill that out and then drop everything and read. So go ahead and actually pause this video right now and set a timer for 10 minutes. If you want music similar to how I play in class, maybe you do, maybe you don't, on Spotify, if you go to browse and then moods, genres and moods, you can click focus, and then pretty much any of these are part of my rotation in the mornings or at the beginning of class while you read. I usually go with peaceful piano, but a lot of these are really good for just background music while you read if you want to drown some noise out. If it's really quiet and you like reading in the quiet, then obviously go for it. But pause this video, set your timer for 10 minutes. Read. Okay, when you come back to us, you will see the project review assignments and then complete the project review form. So we're going to go back to the Unit 4 projects that you guys submitted for this morning. Those were due at 9 a.m. this morning. And so you should have a link posted on that discussion board. So we're going to review each other's projects, and I've assigned you 3 projects to take a look at and review. By review, I'm not meaning like you'd review for a test, but you're reviewing someone else's work and seeing how they did. That's what I mean by that. So you'll see in the project review assignments form that I have written your name and 3 names next to yours that are the projects you will review. So for instance, Aiden, shout out Aiden, you will review Zach, Noah, and Stasio's projects. So you will need to go to that assignment discussion board. It is still in the March 23rd folder in distance learning. I didn't move it just because I didn't want to confuse anybody when you're actually submitting it, but it is right here, submit final projects here. So you'll have to go to that discussion board and check out the 3 people's projects that you've been assigned. You will then fill out the project review form. So on this project review form, you need to have your name and your reading class block, just like before. Then you will go on to actually review the person's project. So first person's project to be reviewed, you put the first person's names next to yours, and then let me know whether that project was turned in with a working link. And then check below each item that was present in their project. So you'll go through their project and put a checkbox by everything that they had in their project. You'll select this option if they had no project or their link didn't work. So just click that first one. Then you'll give it a score out of 10. So just kind of a subjective, this is how I would rank that project out of 10. And then explain the score you gave. Please consider overall effort, design, and quality. So give me 2 sentences of an explanation, basically your opinion of how that project went. These people will never see the review you gave them, so you can be completely honest with how you viewed their project. They will not know. And it also, I will take your reviews into account whenever I grade their projects. I think it's nice to have multiple people's opinions whenever I'm doing something kind of subjective and giving your project a score. And so I want to see how you guys view each other's work and consider that in my own grading. But I obviously am the final call, so don't worry or think that because I gave you a bad score, it must mean that everyone did, or I did that because everybody did. I'm giving you my own score, in my opinion. I'm the final call on that. But I will take your peer reviews into account. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so after you have figured out who you're reviewing, you filled out that review form for each of the projects you were assigned. You hit submit on those forms, and you are on to the last part of today's work. So as we kind of close the book on Unit 4, we review each other's Unit 4 final projects, we're able to move on to Unit 5. So we are going to start, just like we start all of our units, with goals and vocabulary. So the Unit 5 goals and vocab assignment is something I will want you to submit by tomorrow morning. And it lists out for you 5 goals that deal with this specific unit. The unit that we are starting is argument. I think you guys will enjoy it. We are going to work on our persuasive skills, our evidence building skills. We're going to utilize a lot of the learning that we did in Unit 2 for research. Research and argument are kind of intertwined because a good argument is based on good research. So I've got 5 goals here for you. Some of them are written, I don't know, maybe a little bit too adulty. So if you have trouble understanding what I'm meaning by these goals, then just shoot me an email and I'll be able to maybe interpret them in a more understandable way for you. But read the goal. This first one says evaluating an author's argument, assessing whether the reasoning's sound and the evidence is relevant and sufficient to support the claim. When do we use that skill in real life? So I'm asking about maybe you in the present. When would you evaluate somebody's argument and decide whether what they're saying is built with sound reasoning and evidence? When do you do that now? Or when do you think you might do that in the future, maybe with a future career or just as an adult? Totally up to you how you want to interpret that, but just real life application. When might you use this in real life, or when do you use it in real life now? So you've got 5 goals to review for that. And then you'll go back through which goal do you feel, it says 2, I mean do, which goal do you feel you're the best at? So go back and highlight that goal in green. And then you'll go back and look through which goal do you think will take you the most work to master? Which one's going to be maybe the hardest for you to become a master at? So highlight that goal in blue. The one that you highlight in blue will become your personal goal for the unit. So you're going to take that number that you highlighted in blue, write it in your own words here next to my personal goal, and then list 3 things that you're going to do to achieve that goal. 3 things that you're going to have to do because you think it's going to take you the most work to master. Okay, so that's our goals work for Unit 5. Let's move on to our vocab work for Unit 5. You'll see here I've got a Quizlet link for you. It has your vocab words for the unit. Once you maybe study them a little bit, I would suggest using the flashcards feature and just to get familiar with it. That's not a requirement, so you could skip that step, but I think it will make it easier for you and maybe less time consuming once you get to this next step. So I'm asking you to play the gravity game on Quizlet and reach level 3. So once you reach level 3, you can snip your computer screen and paste those results in there just so I have some evidence that you did get to level 3. So let's take a look at what this actually looks like, because I know not all of you have played Gravity on Quizlet. So you'll open it up, you'll see there are 12 vocab words. there's that flashcards feature you could use to study. And then we've got the play, match, gravity, live. Let's play gravity. And then you'll click get started. Usually by default, I've noticed that it has answer with definition. I want you to switch that so that it says answer with term, and then select medium difficulty, and then let's go. So the goal of the game is it has these like asteroids or meteors, I guess, coming through. And then you have to type in the word before this thing crosses the line and becomes not visible on the screen. So this is the definition, a claim that will be debated, and I'm going to go ahead and let that pass, and it says here the correct answer was a resolution. So if I would have typed in resolution and hit enter, then it would have let me continue on. So you'll play this for a while until you reach level 3. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this, because then once you get that level 3, you'll snip your page, you'll paste that snippet here, and then you'll go ahead and hit submit on this Unit 5 Goals and Vocab sheet. And that is your work for today. So I think that's everything. Let's review real fast what you got to do. You need to watch this video. You're almost done. Good job. You need to read for 10 minutes, so please set a timer. I will be checking on your reading later on this week. There's no reading check-in for today other than this what you're reading form. You need to review 3 peers' projects, and I've assigned you the specific 3 projects I want you to review, and then complete the project review form, and then Unit 5 Goals and Vocab Worksheet, complete and submit. Okay, that's all for today. If you guys need anything, don't hesitate to let me know. It is a silver day, so I'll see you all, or at least my life at 1. And then if anybody else wants to pop in, feel free to pop in if you've got questions about the reading today. Okay, bye guys.